Thank y'all so much for joining us. It's been a while since we posted. We've had a lot going on, sickness and surgeries and new babies and chaos. And now it's tax season. And for those of you that don't know, I am a tax accountant. We have a office here in town, so it's been pretty wild. We had a busted water line, just all kinds of chaos. But this video is going to cover how we made our own shiplap for the little 1977, I believe, 76 or 9, I think it was 1977 single wide trailer. We bought the one across the street for rental, and we've just been fixing it up. The whole video will be coming soon, the complete makeover. But everybody loves shiplap. It doesn't matter if you're doing farmhouse theme or a boho theme or a coastal beach theme. Shiplap is beautiful, it is amazing, and it is very versatile. So I want to show you how we made our own shiplap as cheaply as possible and as good as possible. It's very sturdy, it's amazing. So without further ado, here's how we did it. So this is the view of the trailer across the street from our side porch. It's not the cutest thing to look at. It's in good shape, and we will be making the outside of it pretty this spring, but it has a big side yard, a really big backyard, has a cute little covered porch, and I've got some black and white ideas, but the inside was a mess. It was a hot mess. Now, mind you, the previous owner had done work, had put new floors in and all that good stuff well throughout most of it. But if you look at this paneling, other than the fact that it's hideous, it had holes everywhere, 2 different kinds of paneling. It was bumpy. See these holes? These were everywhere throughout the whole trailer. So in the kitchen, we actually just had to rip out the paneling. It was that bad. We just ripped it out. See that big hole under the window? It was a mess, and it was different types of paneling, like they had almost tried to patch it. It was, I mean, we could have left it that way, but I wanted to make something pretty as cheaply as possible. So my mind went to shiplap, to white shiplap, because white makes everything look bigger, and this is a little single wide. But the price of shiplap, look, this, y'all, this is per piece. Okay, we didn't want to put that kind of money into a rental. And then I was like, well, let's replace the paneling. Well, there's the cheapest paneling that they have at Lowe's to, you know, like completely finished paneling. And then I said, well, what's this? This is just brown, you know, it's just smooth. And I said, all right, well, we're gonna make our own shiplap. We can put it right over the top of it. It was cheap, affordable. So we got a bunch of that, and we got some of this liquid nails because it's very flimsy. It was paneling, but it was flimsy. We didn't want it bowing up on us. So we went and got several sheets of that and some liquid nail and this fusion paint. Y'all, this is what I use on just about everything. It's the all-in-one, the primer, 5 times the coverage. It's amazing. I use that on everything. So the first thing that I did, I wanted these windows to look new, because to me, the best look for anything is the black, the white, and the wood. So this ugly, rusty, gross metal had to go. They just made the windows look cheap. I mean, they are cheap, but I didn't want them to look cheap, you know? So we taped it off, we spray painted it. Then Aaron ripped down the sheets into strips, and I can't remember the exact size, but we wanted to get as many out of a sheet as we could. So he measured it and then gave a little leeway for the saw. You know, the saw is gonna cut some of it off, but when I figure it out, I'll put it on there so you can see. But then we just started, you know, we ripped off the pieces that were coming off, you see under that window there. Then we just started gluing and tacking. We got the little nail gun. And when I say we, I mean mostly Aaron. Aaron is a carpenter. Aaron and Michelle are amazing. They help us on all of our projects, just about. Aaron can build houses from the ground up. So he did most of that. Michelle and I tackled some of it, but he did most of it. Then I got impatient. I wanted to see what it looked like white, so I started spraying some of it. But I left that brick in the corner because I love that. You know, kind of breaks the texture up a little bit. And what I forgot to mention is the spacing. We just cut a strip of it off and used that for the spacing, to measure the spacing. I didn't get video of that, but that's how we did that. Some people use quarters or nickels, but we just use the material itself to space it. So then here's the kitchen. After we got all that, we actually put new windows in there too, which you're gonna see the whole transformation video coming out pretty soon. New kitchen cabinets and everything. But look at what a difference that made. Just tacking it up there. So then we painted it. The color of this entire trailer is Alabaster by Sherwin-Williams. And I used satin. Because I didn't want it super shiny, but I also wanted to be able to clean it. So I chose the satin finish. And here's Blake spraying. I do not recommend this spray gun at all. I bought this a few years ago from Lowe's. This is the smaller canister. I had to clean out the big canister. But I slowed this down so I could talk about this gun. I have carpal tunnel. So I don't know if any of y'all have carpal tunnel. Maybe you know a spray gun that's easier. I've seen some with just the nozzle and then you can pull it around. I am open to suggestions. If you have any recommendations on good spray guns, please put it in the comments below, because my carpal tunnel cannot handle that spray gun and we have lots of projects coming up and I really need to invest in a new one. But here is the final shiplap. Well, that wall had to get another coat. So, but look at that. Is that not beautiful? Like, it makes such a huge difference. And here it is, a little sneak peek with the flooring too. We put new flooring in. But look at that. And it was so easy. And we painted, we didn't paint the walls before we put the shiplap up because we had the spray gun, so it got in the cracks for us. I know I've seen a lot of tutorials and they paint the wall first and then put the shiplap up, but our spray gun did the trick for us. But just look at the difference. Like, I just love coming in here. It's so clean looking and bright and airy, and I just love it. And this sink, you can't see it real good, but y'all, that sink is an original sink. It's from the 70s. I redid that too. You're gonna love it. But just look at the difference. It's incredible. And this door, it was stuck out like a sore thumb. So once again, I got some of this spray paint and just did a coat on that door. It only took one coat to cover this door and make it look good. But we stopped the shiplap. We didn't do the hallway because the hallway paneling looked good. So we just put a piece of trim right there, and that was that. We didn't want to spend any more money than we had to. And when we do the full tutorial, I'll tell you guys exactly how much we spent. But it's just incredible. Like, I almost want to live here. We're gonna rent it out. We actually have renters that are gonna be moving in here, and I'm gonna feature them in one of our videos too. They have a new baby. So that little room in here is going to be the nursery. But here's the kitchen. And then I had extra subway tile from our house that I got on clearance at Lowe's. So we put that as the backsplash and in the bathroom. These lights, Amazon. Now these lights, I didn't like the glass globes, so I went to Lowe's and got those wire globes to go over there. And here's a sneak peek at some of the decorations that are going in here. That was a vase that I painted once again with that paint. I just love it here. The shiplap makes such a huge difference. And in this instance, it was cheaper for us to do shiplap than it was for us to buy the cheapest possible paneling and put that up. Now here's a sneak peek at the bathroom. It was the worst room in the whole house. It was so bad. Look at these old nasty light fixtures. They have like little leaves hanging from them. It was so, oh, it was so bad. And I didn't even get footage of the cabinets. They had 2 cabinets hanging above the washing machine, washer and dryer. Washer and dryer goes in this tiny bathroom too. So I had fun trying to make this open and look bigger because it's so small. But right here is where the washer and dryer goes. See this paneling? Oh, it's so bad. And you know, these trailers, it's hard to find studs, you know, to nail stuff to. So we had a time, but oh my goodness, you're not going to believe this transformation. But here's one more look at these beautiful windows. And here is a playlist of some of our other home makeovers that y'all can watch until we get this one ready. So thank y'all for watching, and we hope you have a beautiful, blessed day.